Welcome, Amakhosi Network. Welcome to the channel. Today we chat about Kaizer Chiefs losing to Marumo Gallants 2-1. We have lost against these smaller bottom of the log teams. Nazreddin Nabi. Making it to the Nedbank Cup and getting relegated is something that can happen. Because now the only reason we are surviving is the fact that Cape Town City and SuperSport are struggling to get points. Before I get into that, please like, comment, and subscribe. Buffett, I won't lie. Today, I don't have the energy. I don't have the will. I don't have hope. I look to next season and I'm like, okay, if Nabi gets, let's say, 2 to 3, maybe 4 players, what will change that, like the core of how our team is playing now? Because it's going to be ignorant of us to believe that Kaizer Chiefs next year is going to sign 11 as new starting lineup, 11 quality players that are going to change our fortunes to the point where, and a lot of people are saying, yeah, but we just need players who are going to put the ball in the back of the net. Buffett, our problem is not even at the front only. Our problem is at the back. It's in the middle. It's everywhere. Today, Vuma considered 2 goals that a goalkeeper should never be conceding. A professional goalkeeper. If you are a goalkeeper in the amateur leagues, this is the kind of goals we expect you to concede. But if you are a professional goalkeeper playing for Kaizer Chiefs, I'm even saying Kaizer Chiefs this time, I can't even say it in Kaizer to say this is a big team. This is a big team by history. With like about Leeds United, man. Like, Nazreddin Nabi has failed. I was watching the first half and the first thing I picked up is the players are fighting. Our Kaizer Chiefs players are fighting on the field. The body language of our players is not the body language of people who want to win. These guys are defeated. These guys are waiting for the season to end. These guys have no interest in this league anymore. Like, there is nothing that they're showing that shows that they have interest in this league. Solomons loses the ball. But you know what the problem I have with Abo Solomons losing the ball is this. Buffett, why is Gwinika always passing Abo Solomons last minute when they know Abo Solomons are not comfortable on the ball? Why is Cross passing Amama Shiani last minute when they know Abo Mashian are not comfortable on the ball? If someone is not comfortable on the ball, do not make last-minute passes to that person without a player that can support them. Because 2 things are going to happen. They're either going to want to go and pass the ball back, or they're going to try and make a forward pass that they even don't know how it's going to reach their players. And that's what happened in the first half. Mashiani and Solomons kept trying to make forward passes because they kept getting the ball in under pressure. Let me put it this way. Under pressure with nobody to support them. And then they would lose the ball because they don't have the IQ to take on a player and stuff. Even I've said this before. I've said I feel like a coach, and a lot of you bashed me for this. And you guys, the ones who watch this channel, please remember when I said, if I was a coach, I would try use Matt as a right back because he has a lot of energy, but his problem is that he doesn't know what to do with that energy. But on the right back role, at least his mistakes are limited to the side. They don't impact the middle of the park. And what a difference it made, Matt playing on the right back instead of Solomons. Matt must stay at right back and he must challenge Abo Solomons at right back. Matt must not come back in the middle because what he at least tried to do, he played a better game at right back than he did at center back. And this is something I don't even know what to say. Am I saying he was the best right back? No. But that left wing, Marumo Gallants, ask yourself, yes, he scored a goal in the second half, which we understand the goal he scored was even a goal that I don't even know. I don't know what I can say about that goal. But anyway, that goal, that the whole of second half, that left wing that was giving Solomons a problem was quiet. Matt closed him in the second half. But anyway, Asiko Mashiani. Let's start asking ourselves proper questions. Mashiani, why is he still wearing a Kaizer Chiefs shirt? I'm not being unfair. I am not being cruel. But this guy does not have game time. He does not have quality. Martian is the type of player who had potential, but he needed to find a team where he's going to consistently play and learn from mistakes in the game and whatever the case may be. This guy looks like someone who we just pulled out of development yesterday and gave him a chance. Like, this guy looks like a player who's playing for Kaizer Chiefs for the first time. He's making defensive errors. Like, when they pass a player the ball, he marks the player on the wrong side. Nashiani's development has been very poor. But let's start here. All of these players that we are saying are poor and whatever the case may be. Number one, they don't select themselves. When Nabi started this game, he thought that back four is going to play well. Whatever he saw at training, he believed in it. For one, I was not comfortable with the back four because I often say, all of the players who were in our back four have always been players with errors. Like, they always make mistakes. Did Solomons have a bad game? No. Did Quinica have a bad game? I wouldn't say he had a bad game. He didn't have a great game, but didn't have a bad game. But Solomons and Martian, terrible game. Like, I don't know what to say. But anyway, the game, guys. Thabo Cele is struggling with whatever he's struggling. He's struggling to play 90 minutes. I don't know what's happening. But another thing I want to ask Nazruddin Nabi is, Nabi, like, what are you reducing Kaizer Chiefs to? Let me ask this question very clear. Nabi, when you join Kaizer Chiefs, in your mind, is Kaizer Chiefs a bad team, or is Kaizer Chiefs a weak team? Because your substitution of adding Castillo and Mtetwa in the field, and then not adding pieces that are going to at least give us the ball, it was one that I was trying to understand, because I was like, okay, Castillo is more of a header of the ball. Why don't we at least play Castillo for the last minutes of the game as a striker? Let's play him as a striker, because we don't need the shift is going to do in the middle. We don't need a shift is going to do in the middle. For that, I would have tried to play Umatlo there and then bring Mtetwa if I want to bring Mtetwa. But we didn't need Castillo's midfield shift. We needed his aerial presence in the box. Something Tashik Morris has nothing of. So ask yourself this question, Kaizer Chiefs fans. When Nabi makes the conscious decision as the head coach of Kaizer Chiefs to add Tashik Morris into the starting lineup and sacrifice a player, ask yourself a simple question. What is Nabi thinking that Morris is going to do that he has failed to do ever since he has put on a Kaizer Chiefs shirt? At this point, rather give me Rangachi Vavero. At least Rangachi Vavero, the one thing I know I can guarantee with Rangachi Vavero, he has a shot and a half. That's the only thing I can guarantee. So in my mind, I'm like, if something falls his way, maybe. But with Tashik Morris, if there's a free header, I don't expect him to score. If there's a tap in, I don't expect him to score. If there's anything that a striker is meant to do, if you think he's gonna dribble a player and put a square pass and someone is going to get it, he's gonna have an assist, I expect nothing of this. All I expect from Tashik Morris, when I look at him and see his game, is a striker that can close down defenders. That is the only thing I see Tashik Morris giving Kaizer Chiefs, is a striker that can press defenders. Apart from his ability to press defenders, there is nothing he will give you. Duba missed a chance, yes, I know, in the second half, and then the team went and scored. Those ones were unfortunate, but it happens. Potsani, you dribble the whole of this team. When it's time to pass, you decide to shoot. Duba was standing one man in the ball, asking for the ball. When from a tight angle, you want to shoot in front of 20 players who are in front of you. You want to shoot there. Like, we have players that should never have put on the Kaizer Chiefs jersey. Like, today we got beaten by players we don't even rate. Abo Mahlatsi Nobonangi. These are the players who beat us. We don't even rate them. Hey, you know what? This game taught me one thing. Is that in my head, I am still pushing for Nabi. In my head, I'm still trying. Like in my head, I'm like, okay, what if Nabi does get Fiston Mail? What if Nabi does get Faisal Salum? Will there be like some benefit and stuff? But in my heart, I'm like, I don't think Nabi can. I think the standard of the South African PSL, the Betway Premiership, is too technical for Nabi. I think Nabi wants high quality players that are going to think beyond his technical his gameplay, how he decides to play. He wants the kind of players who he's going to introduce a style of play, but the players will be of such quality that they don't even need to rely on Nabi's style of play. They can win without the instructions of Nabi. Like about Fiston Maele. Fiston Maele is the kind of striker who can win who can score goals with a team playing badly. You can see that is what the player is. Our Faisal Salum, they look like the midfielders who can have a good performance in a bad team. These are the players that Nabi wants at his team. So, my thing is that I don't think Nabi, I don't think realistically we can believe that Nabi is going to get 11 quality players. I don't think it's realistic that we think that. He's going to get maybe 1 or 2 quality players and the rest will be average. And then he will have the same problem he's having this year. Because despite having Thabo Cele, despite having Lilepo, despite having Abosirino, despite having Dodley, despite having these players on the field, Nabi's team is still failing to look like a team. They look like a team in 5-minute bursts. They look like a team in 10-minute bursts. They never look like a team for 9. Like this season, I can't recall a game where we've looked like a real team for 90 minutes. Maybe the first 2 games of the season, one could argue. But other than that, I can't really pinpoint. Every game that we've played, I've often felt like, hey, this team could score. Hey, the opposition could score. Hey, the opposition could score. Hey, the opposition is coming back. Hey, we've never found ourselves at a point where we feel comfortable. So, to conclude this video, I want to say congratulations to Marumo Gallants. Well done on the performance. Look, Marumo Gallants, I am going to praise them for putting the ball in the back of the net. But do I believe they even deserve the 3 points? No. They don't deserve the 3 points. They scored goals against a poor keeper. Like that is just the gist of it. They scored goals against a poor keeper. First shot, Marumo Gallants shoots a tame shot. Ubvuma wants to act like a star. I don't know what he's doing. He pushes the ball into the opposition, which he has been doing week in, week out. I don't know how many goals we've considered this year with Ubvuma passing the opposition. Ubvuma is just such a bad keeper. But because the rest of the keepers have been poor, we just keep playing him. But the standard of Ubvuma is bad. Like, Vuma should not be a Kaizer Chiefs goalkeeper. Like, he should be a Marumo Gallants goalkeeper. He should be competing with Washington Arubi at Marumo Gallants. Because, and I know I've often said maybe Buma can be a third choice keeper. I know, if we want the Chiefs that we believe Chiefs should be, I'm starting to believe that I don't even think Vuma should even be a third choice, even a fourth choice. He should leave Chiefs. That's what I believe. But and this is how I'm feeling now. Having watched Pella, this is Vuma's season. Let's be honest. This is the season where Vuma has played the most. And watching Vuma play like this, I don't think we can win anything with him in the pole. He doesn't give the defense confidence. He doesn't give this. Like, if a striker scores a goal, he can't walk away saying, as long as I have Vuma in the pole, I think we can win this game. No, when a striker scores a goal, it's like, hey, let's push to get the second and third goal because Vuma now uzo something like a move. See concede. So strikers always feel good. The game is is always about, like, until the whistle is blown, Kaizer Chiefs players never know what Vuma is going to do. Like, they are scared. They are scared. When a team attacks them, they are not scared because they're scared of the play. They're scared because they don't know what their goalkeeper is going to do at the back. Because, no, Uvuma is just not a good keeper. Like, everything, like, this guy scores a goal from halfway. You follow the ball, you follow the ball, you follow the ball. It bumpers, it goes, you know what? Buffett, we have to start having real conversations for ourselves and our peace. And the real conversation is this. I watched Nabi, and the cameras kept going to Nabi. The cameras kept going to Nabi. Nabi doesn't know. Nabi does not have solutions to this problem we have. Marumo Gallants' coach is picking up points, even though he also knows good the players he has, they can't really get anything for him, but he's finding a way to use these players to pick up points. Owen Dagama took Magesi. He's finding a way to get those Magesi teams to pick up points. Are these players better than Chiefs? No. But these coaches are like, okay, these players are not good enough to compete with the rest of the league, but I can use them to pick up points. Meaning, picking up points means that you can be a Kaizer Chiefs who beats the Sundowns. That is a picking up points. Meaning, good, you play a certain way to make sure you increase your chances. But other than that, guys, I'm disappointed in Nabi. I'm disappointed in the players. I'm disappointed even worse in the management, because I look at our management, I'm like, I feel like I can give Kaizer Jr. 100 million and he will just bring me 10 Quinikas. That is what I mean. I feel like I can give Kaizer Jr. 200 million, and instead of signing Abo Ribeiro, Abo Allende, Abo Rilebogile Mfukeng, instead of bringing these players, I feel like he will bring Abo Modi, Abo Potsani. I don't know. I feel that is what I feel about my Kaizer Jr. I don't think he has an eye for talent, and sometimes you can see, and that's why I always say I miss Kaizer Senior, because Kaizer Senior used to reject players that he felt that were not quality for Chiefs, until he started giving the reins to his kids, Abo Bobby, Kaizer Jr. Then we started seeing these, Amakhosi.